This engine is a 1919 Worthington. It was used to pump natural gas at the Sackett Station in northwest Pennsylvania. It was moved to Rolog in 1988. The engine has an 18-inch bore and stroke, 9-foot flywheel, and weighs about 55 tons, delivering roughly 330 horsepower. Here, you can see the drip oilers used to lubricate the engine's moving parts. This 1917 Snow engine came to Rolog in 1983. Before that, it ran until 1958, pumping oil between Pennsylvania and New Jersey for the Tidewater Pipeline Company. It was rated at 150 horsepower when new, and is started by using compressed air, then switched to diesel once the engine is in motion. The Sioux engine came to Rolog in the late 70s from the Shoreham rail yards in Minneapolis. It provided power to the roundhouse. We have been working on this project since 1999. This year, the engine came to life with the help of many large air compressors. There is much work left to be done, such as plumbing the steam lines and getting the generator working. Thank you to everyone who has helped with this project over the years.
The Pabst engine was built in 1906 by the Allis-Chalmers Company in Milwaukee, and it was installed at the Pabst Brewery, also in Milwaukee. And it was used from 1906 until 1968 when they retired it. The engine we have is one of two engines that were in the brewery, side by side. If you look carefully at the decking on our engine, you can see where the decking from the two engines tied them together. You could go up one stairway and get to both engines. The association acquired this engine in 1977, and in 1979 the rebuild began. This is a 600 horsepower engine that made 480 volt, 3-phase electricity. Unlike what we use in our household as 60 cycle, this produced 25 cycle electricity. After the main components of the engine were in place, then the building was built around it, and the final fitting of the engine, the smaller parts, was completed inside a building. This engine first ran in 1984.
All this stuff stays here year round?
We've got a boiler in the other room. The boiler runs.
Rolog is home to a large collection of stationary engines. From small hit-and-miss engines to large gas and steam engines, there is something to catch everyone's interest. Part of the fun is learning the history of these engines from the operators and owners. This is the Otto Engine Building. Many of the engines are owned by the Withers family, who have been displaying engines at Rolog for many years.
Licensed by Otto Crosley in the early 1890s, and this is produced in Manchester, England, and used in a shoe factory. It has a pendulum governor system. It allows the gas to go into the chamber. So when it's going too fast, the governor slides past the valve, the gas valve. This allows the gas to go into the gas chamber. This allows it to go into the cylinder. This stops the gas from going into the hot tube. And this is a hot tube, so it's a hot tube. There's only one other of these in the world. This is the only one that operates. The other one's in Australia.